So we finished with the eighth topic, management in organization. We already finished with that, but let's go through in brief. Then if you have any doubt, you can clarify. Anyway, then he will contact me, right? Asking the notes, then only I recalled. Otherwise, actually, I stuck with many other stuff. So sorry, I forgot to share. Still, we didn't get the access to the LMS. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. But I will send the lecture notes today itself via group email. So we discuss about the how organization should be prepared in the case of running the business effectively. This is important for entrepreneurship because eventually you will be responsible for the entire organization as an entrepreneur. The owner of the business can't ask question from the others. That means people in the lower level can ask the question from the upper level, but it will be end by the top level. No, top level, the entrepreneur should provide the solution for all the question instead of asking the or requesting different things. No excuse at the top management level. Top management mean either CEO level or managing director level. There is no any excuse. It is essential to give solution for the employee in the employee working under him. So it is very much responsible role as entrepreneur. So eventually, actually, the organization structure should be well established and strong to sort out many other problems. I'm not going to go in detail, but just brief through that. 5 M's, you can remember it now: man, material, machines, methods, and money. Once we talk about the management, we have to manage all these 5 stuff very much effective manner as well as efficiently. So you understood the difference in between the efficiency and effectively. So it is essential to make sure when you work as a manager, manage the resource very efficient, right? So based on the efficiency and effectiveness, there are different 4 categories. So it is essential to assure both high efficiency and high effectiveness to run the business in long run. Otherwise, it will be stuck at some point. To correct those, and once it is fixed, only the business run in the progressive manner. Right? Different definition about the management, different characteristic about the management, why you study the management. Although these are some basic theories, you should have some understand about the purpose to be a manager. Then you purpose is just why you are studying the management. We discuss in detail about the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So planning is about deciding what is to be done. There should be some clear picture what is going to do. Every organization, whatever the large project, may be divided into smaller parts and assigned to different groups. And even group wise, there are planning. Team wise, there is that means the group team both are same. That means entire project is divided into multiple teams. So project wise has the goal. Collectively, different teams work for same project. Then once you combine all the projects together, then company has a plan. Company should organize. Company should lead accordingly, and controlling part as well. Give me a second, right? Okay. So planning, organization, leading and controlling are utterly important at the different level of the organization, either team level, project level, and or organization level. So keep remember it strongly, right? And they are interconnected. Planning, in organization, controlling, leading, they are interconnected each other. So there should be a balanced approach accordingly. I'm not going to discuss this. So what do you think about this? Who are managers? Someone who works with and through other people by coordinating and integrating their work activities in order to accomplish the organization goal. So managers are working for the organization and they just make sure that everybody work for the organizational goals. Right? Always assure everyone work for that, right? Because individuals may mislead the others and there may be different uh, issues within the organizations, but managers should be able to attend those issues and manage the workforce accordingly. Different level of management, first line, middle line, and top managers. So we discuss it by considering our organization, university itself, and understood to some extent. Hope you now clear with that after studying yourself. Any question with this? Refreshing your knowledge. Any question?
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So we discussed the different role, interpersonal role, informational and decisional role. So there are different um, features with that, right? So decision role, they are usually handle disturbance, resource allocations, negotiate. So entrepreneurial initiatives are also based on the decision made by the individual. Information role means just managing the stuff. So managers are working at those different roles within the organization. So with that, actually, I think we discussed this one also, no? So this one actually has introduced by Mitzberg's management roles. So altogether, 10 roles have been introduced. And we discuss about the skills, technical, conceptual, and human skills. So you guys are focusing about the more technical stuff by considering the degree that you are following. Then conceptual and human skills, you can build again yourself. Conceptual skills are actually developing while you are earning the technical skills. At the same time, human skills, you have to develop yourself. Actually, you can find uh, people are struggling without having better human skills in their organization. They suffer a lot because they cannot communicate effectively with the others and do the work accordingly. Then not only them, the others are also suffered because we cannot work for goal of the organization simply, no? All are working for the same goal. Then if they are not communicating effective, then those who are working are in trouble. So we discuss about them separately and we emphasize that at all the level human skills are equally important. then technical skill is strongly required at the lower level, whereas the technical skill is required at the average level at the top, right? That means top management making the decision with the overall understand about the project, not the detailed technical stuff. Right? Detailed technical stuff here required only for first line managers. Top management should have the better conceptual skills. They should be focused about the future for strategic decision. That's how we finish with the first 8th topic. Let's see how many students are there. 26. Yeah. I think once we change the slot also, that one might be effect on students. So we will just continue the same slot hereafter. Wednesday one. Sorry, your one is the actually you don't have proper slot, no? Shall we fix the slot? Do you?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. අර lecturer මේ visiting lecturer කෙනෙක් හින්දා නමුත් day time slot එක නැද්ද ඔයාලට? වෙන slot එක free එකක් නැද්ද?
මම නැස මේ අර ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකට වෙන වෙනමනේ යන්නේ. ඒ හින්දා තමයි නෙක්ටර් ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකට තියෙන වෙලාවට අනිත් කෙනෙක් වෙන එකක් තියෙනවා. එහෙම තියෙනවා ඒක.
එහෙනම් මම බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා උදේ slot එක ඉල්ල ගන්නම් මේ යමුනා මැඩම්ගේ යමුනා මැඩම්ට 7:00 9:00 කරලා මට 9:00 12:00 දුන්නා නම් හරිද?
ඔව් ඒතවලක් නැහැ සර්. කොහමත් බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා උදේ මේ සයිකොලොජි එකේ තියෙන උදේ 12 වෙනකම්.
ඔව් මීටින් වලට අයින් කළා ඉතින් මීටින් තියෙන දවසට විතරක් ඕක මාක් හරි කරගමු. ඕක හැමදාම මීටින් තියෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපිට ඊටත් මීටින් අවසර දානවා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට. උදේට මීටින් සෙට් වෙන්නේ නැහැ අපිට.
එහෙමත් එහෙම කරමු සර්.
මොකද ෆික්ස් ස්ලොට් එකක් තිබෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ළමයිටත් ඔක මේ අවුල්නේ වැඩේ. අපි නම් Thursday slot එක කරමු. අපි අද කරමු. මොකද අද we have to do something. From next week I will get the Thursday morning slot after discussing with Yamuna madam, right? Okay, this is our 9th topic, no? Topic 9, identifying customers. So let's begin. In this one, actually, once we try to understand the customer, we mainly focus their market segment, target marketing, the positioning, right? Market segment is where our product or service mainly our particular target product or service are mainly interested with the particular segment, right? We also introduce the product to attract that particular market segment. For example, maybe young people, those who want to consume a particular maybe soap, right? Likewise, we'll continue with that. Then target marketing, then we have to do marketing towards attracting them more and more. Then positioning mean we have to place our product or service in their mind very strong manner. Then only they will continue using the product. Otherwise, they will not continue using the product, right? It is main important thing, because whatever our marketing, we are doing to assure that positioning part. කට්ටියගේ ඔළුව වලට මේක හරියට දාන්න ඕන. right? So ඒක තමයි positioning කියන්නේ. Then marketing strategies, there are different way to do the marketing. We will look into them. So I think this identifying the customer is an important for your assignment as well, right? For your assignment as well. So get the maximum out of this. In market segment, first part. So market segment is the process that companies use to divide the large heterogeneous markets, not small markets, very large markets that can be reached more efficiently and effectively with products and services that match their unique needs. So segment mean one part of the business. No, that means we have a large size of business. We have large size of the business, and we want to distinguish different segments, right? That mean like company like Unilever, they may have multiple range of products, shampoo, soap, Unilever, toothpaste, right? Then they different items have a different market, right? That means I don't know Sensodyne from Unilever or not. Sensodyne, let's say 2-3 toothpaste, many from the Unilever. So I will just think about Sensodyne, Signal, and Clover. Just give me a second, right? Sorry. Anyway, so I was talking about the different type of different toothpaste brands. Why they are producing the same brand from the same company? Sensodyne එකයි Signal එකයි දෙක විතරක් ගැන හිතන්න. Sensodyne, Signal both are from Unilever. Not sure, but at the moment just think that they have actually multiple toothpastes. Anyway, think about the Sensodyne and Signal. The Signal is the for middle income families maybe, and Sensodyne maybe some have or high income family or someone is having the toothache problems. That means different market segment. I want to emphasize that part. Market segment, middle income, average income families, and rich family, high income families, right? So in that case, whatever the large businesses always focus about the particular set of consumers or customers who have different interests. කවුරු හරි කස්ටමර්ස්ලා සෙට් එක වෙන් කරලා අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට මෙයාලා තමයි මේකට ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් කියලා. Then we continue it as separate segment, market segment. So it is not applicable for the small businesses, small market. That's why it says not small markets. Right? Why segmenting? There are many reasons to develop marketing activity. අපි මේ segment එක හදාගන්නේ ඇයි? To develop the marketing activities. So, for example, the Signal toothpaste might be moving in fair rate, but Sensodyne will not work properly. Then they spend some money for advertising Sensodyne. Now we have two products, two different addressing two different market segments. If in the case they have their records about where the particular toothpaste is moving fast. For example, maybe urban area Sensodyne moving fast rather than rural area or outside the urban area, even outside the urban area. In that case, how they are going to market, how when they place their advertising or whatever the promotion campaign, they may focus about the narrow down area instead of focusing about island wide campaign. Sometime for signal, island wide campaign might be effective because it works or their sales are working effectively throughout the country, right? Uh, if we didn't address that one properly, right? If we didn't identify the particular market segment, and if we didn't cater for the particular market segment properly, what will be happen? Consumer will not be happy. So the segmentation is doing for generate a greater customer satisfaction as well. Because if consumer is not happy, it is a problem. We have to cater the requirement of the customers. Whatever the business we are doing, if we are addressing the need of the customer, the business will be successful. That is the golden rule. Customer is the king. Customer is the king for any business. It is a golden rule. That means it's never invalid. It's valid at every point, right? It is valid at every point. So to identify strategic opportunities and niches. What are the strategic opportunities? What it mean by strategic opportunity? Yeah, and niches. Tell me some example. Maybe from the same industry with the consumable like toothpaste. Any example? Strategic opportunities and niches. Yeah, tell me someone who.
උපායශීලී අවස්ථා අපිට එතකොට නම් මාකටිං වලදී කල්චර් එක සම්බන්ධ කරගෙන උපාය මාර්ග අවස්ථා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට
Right. Okay. Okay. Then with the niches.
නිශස්
Niches mean the markets that have not touched. Some area that market is not there. Opportunities, strategic opportunities and niches. That means let's say that we have two type of toothpaste. Usually take that example for explaining the situation. That means there may be different sizes of the toothpaste even. Large, small, and medium. Then every others are just every other sizes are there. We also produce the medium one, but some other competitor producing the small one, and we can realize that sales are high. So we also moving with such market. That means small size toothpaste market. That might be the strategic opportunity because in our product we didn't have the small size toothpaste. Then we introduce our new product, small size toothpaste, because the low income families usually they earn daily basis. At the end of the day, they may purchase the whatever the necessary stuff from the nearby boutique and bring home. Actually, that's how actually a small sachet packet of shampoos and or jelly packet, whatever the smaller smaller packets have been introduced because of that. businesses realize the people are consuming for purchasing very consuming them very shorter period of time. That means purchasing not the large size of thing. So they introduce the small kind of sachet. So such initiatives we can identify strategic opportunity. So because this is about the segmenting, then once we segment the different market, only with that, once we segment the market, maybe depending on the different age group, different area, as Vidushan mentioned, cultural thing will be affected. Likewise, we segment the market because if we consider some international brands who are delivering the product, even Sri Lanka, like Unilever, also multinational company. When they introduce the signal in our country, they will not provide the same taste or same ingredients in some other country. It is also somewhat strategic way of introducing the product. Those things actually we can realize much effective manner when we are introducing different segments. When we are introducing the different segments, right? Then niche market means once we do some segmentation, right? Somebody, let's say even toothpaste, we have signal toothpaste, different versions are there. I cannot exactly remember. Signal so there may not be a product for the small child. I don't know whether there is, but signal from that signal brand, there is no specific product for a smaller child. So that segment is different. Small child segment is different. We can realize that part once we have introduced our segment for the by considering the toothpaste industry, right? Allocating marketing budget. Once we have the budget is the most constraint. Once we consider anything here, also in the marketing, budget is considered here. Once we introduce the advertisement or something, we have to spend something. Once we introduce let's say advertisement for I would say like this, as someone mentioned, we introduce our product for the schools, the school children. So it is a separate market segment. Then we may introduce another television advertisement for the some other segment, maybe overall advertisement, not focusing the specific segment. Likewise, there can be different segment. No? That means for the different product, different, even same product, different segment can be there. So anyway, once we looked into the available marketing budget, we should have clear understand to which segment we are going to allocate the budget. So allocation of the marketing budget is crucial, right? It is very important to carefully look into the requirement. If particular product is moving very fast throughout the year, we no need to spend too much money on that. Whereas if there is a declining sales, then we have to focus about the marketing. So in that, at the end of the year, we just allocate more budget for less moving product and low budget for highly moving product. Like that, we can make the decision when we have different segments. අපි product එකකට අදාළ market එක දැනගත්තාම තමයි අපිට ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. Adjustment of product to adjustment of product to the market need. Market එකේ need එක අඳුරගෙන we can adjust the product. We can adjust the product. කොහොමද product එක adjust කරන්නේ? Any experience with your you are also consuming different product, how different products had been adjusted in your context as per your experience? දැන් මේ ළඟදී වුණ වැඩේ ගෑස් වල මිල අඩු කරන්න කියලා නේද? ගෑස් වල මිල අඩු කරා සයිස් එකත් හැබැයි අඩු වෙලා ප්‍රමාණය.
ඒක මාකට් ස්ට්‍රැටජි එකක් නේද?
I would introduce it as market strategy නේද මේ ඒක අපිට ඇත්තටම දැනනට ඕක දැනෙන්න මාස කීපයක් යනවා because we are spending our salary now, we don't have other incomes, then at the end of the month we just realize we have purchased two gas this time. Likewise we realize the gap later, but it is also not significant much, 1 kilo or something. So it is some sort of adjustment as per the market need. Even Sensodyne toothpaste, quality of the toothpaste I think now has been reduced because the price they offered previously for that better quality one had no demand in the market. Then what they did, as I understood, I don't know what actually they didn't. They reduced somewhat quality, somewhat reduced. Now they offer it for affordable price. But if we just purchase Sensodyne from Australia, that is a different taste, different experience, I would say. Did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
This is actually not purely IT related. Anyway, you should have some understand about entrepreneurial thing. Then identifying the customer is utterly important. Without having better understand about the customers, you better not to get into the any business, anything, right? So think about that, right? හිතේ තිබ්බට business පටන් ගන්න සල්ලි වියදම් කරන්න හදන්න එපා. මොකද්ද ඇත්තටම requirement අපිට ඇත්තටම customers ලා ඉන්න පොඩි දේ වුණා. Even starting a YouTube channel, I also for a long time I'm thinking, I think now I have find out the gap. We'll see what I can do. Likewise, you also can start something yourself, but understand what is the requirement. කාටද මොනවද ඕනේ, ඇත්තටම මේ මාකට් එකේ තියෙනවද නැද්ද, අපි දැම්මොත් අපේ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකට ත්‍රෙට් එකක් වෙයිද අනිත් කට්ටියගෙන්, නැත්නම් අපිට easily move through වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද, අපිටත් වෙන මේ ස්ට්‍රැටජි එකක් හදාගෙන එහෙම කරන්නේ කොහොමද? So identifying customer, narrow down into segment, particular market segment, right? Low income families ගැන හිතලා තමයි sachet packet හැදුවේ. දැන් එහෙම segment එකක් තිබ්බේ නැත්නම් they just producing shampoo in the same way. Okay, then to estimate the level of sales in the market, if we consider all the products together, it will be problematic. So once we have the segments, we can understand how products are moving at the different segments, even area wise different segments, something product wise different segments, or age wise there are different products in the toothpaste la podi kattiya lok kattiya kiyala wenama categories enawa. Maybe some other segmentation you can find. to overcome the competition effectively. මේකට ඇත්තටම කම්පිටිෂන් එකත් එක්ක යන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ අනිත් කට්ටිය කරන එකත් එක්ක කම්පීට් කරගෙන ඉස්සරහට යන්නත් පුළුවන්. අනිත් කට්ටිය කම්පීට් කරන එක අවොයිඩ් කරලා යන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒක අවොයිඩ් කරන්නේ කොහොමද? එයාලා කරන්නේ නැති දේ හොයාගෙන ඒක කරනවා. නැත්නම් එයාලා කරන දේම කරගෙන හරි අපි එයාලට වැඩිය ක්වොලිටි විදියට මේ දේ කරනවා කියලාත් යන්න පුළුවන්. Anyway, overcome the competition effectively means somehow we address the competition effectively because competition is not a good thing. Eventually, both companies will be suffered. The competition both companies will be suffered. There should be some uniqueness in your product or service to address the competition, right? Marketing program also will be so much effective if we have better segmentation. Then we focus particular age group. Even for doing the advertisement, we find out the content with related to the audience in that particular segment. If it is for adults, it is nature of the adults. If it is for the kids, it is in that way. If it is for the gents or men's, women's, actually different way of addressing the marketing campaign, right? To contribute towards achieving the company goal. Eventually, we are doing all these for achieving the company goal. Level of market segment can be segment marketing, niche marketing, local area marketing, and individual marketing. I think that is describing further all four aspects. Segment marketing. Segment is a group of customers who share similar set of needs and wants. We already got that idea. Somehow we find the way to group the customers with who has similar behavior. Segmentation is the process of dividing the market into groups of demand characteristics with the aim to create the segments which could require separate marketing mix. Which could require a separate marketing mix. What does that mean? Marketing mix එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ
marketing risk is some barrier.
It's not barrier.
Actually, sometimes uncertain incident.
No, actually addressing a particular segment with a different way. Marketing mix means doing the marketing stuff maybe through the social media, through the television, through the news.
Marketing mix. Sorry, I heard marketing risk.
Okay, it is a marketing mix, right? Mix.
Yeah.
Mix of the marketing. So accompanying the different approaches to do the marketing for the different segment. Because if we are just doing the marketing for the kids are always watching the TV. They are not doing anything with the newspapers, for example. Likewise, we have to understand what would be the proper channel to do the marketing.
Yes.
Like that. Marketers cannot create the segments, but only identify them and decide which one to target. Marketers cannot create segments, but only identify them and decide which ones to get target. Marketers create the segment. Marketers are not in position to create the segment. Marketers cannot do. what they are doing, they just observe the history of the transaction, and assume that history of the transactions reflect the consumption. Based on that, they just introduce different market segments. Introduce the market segment based on the transaction. That means identification of the segment. අපි මේ segment වලට කඩන්නේ අපි මේ පහුගිය transaction ටිකක් බලාගෙන. ඒක බලාගෙන segments කැඩුවා. ඒක බලාගෙන segments කැඩුවා. එතකොට then they can understand which one they should be addressed, which one they should address, right? Then benefit of segment marketing over mass marketing. දැන් segment එකකට කඩලා ඒ segment එකට විතරයි marketing කරන්නේ. එතකොට ඒකයි වෙනස් වෙන අනිත් එක මොකද්ද? Mass marketing. Mass marketing is the way to doing the marketing for large set of group, no segmentation. Segmentation නැතිව ඔක්කොමලට එකපාරම marketing කරනවා. It is not effective. That's why it's trying to convey, right? Benefit of the segment marketing over the mass marketing are can better design. We can design the marketing approach in better way. Better price can achieve the communication and deliver the value to satisfy the target group. There is a type, benefits of segment marketing or something like this. Benefits of the segment marketing or the mass marketing are, sorry, there was a typo. I think once I edit it was changed. Benefit of the segmented marketing can benefit of segment marketing or mass marketing. Shit. නේ එතන තමයි. I would say like this. Benefits of segment marketing over the mass marketing are, what are the benefits? Then design properly, better price, better communication, deliver values to satisfy the target group. Target group is the TG. Then marketers can fine tune the marketing program and activities to better be than the competitor activities. Better than better than the competitor activity, right? Then always when we do the marketing, we have to think about the competitor also, and we arrange the marketing in the better way. Once, as far as we have the segmental marketing, we have to focus about the specific segment, right? The niche market, narrowly defined customer group seeking a distinctive mix of the benefits, which is identified by dividing the segment into subsegments, right? Narrowly defined customer group seeking a distinctive mix what it says, narrowly defined customer group seeking a distinct mix. එකිනෙකට වෙනස් වන දේවල් තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ of benefits which is identified by dividing segments into subsegments. Segment එක ඇතුළේ once we divided into smaller parts, we can find out such subsegment, right? And then characters of an attractive niche market are customers have a distinct set of needs. They have distinct set of needs. They pay a premium to brands that best satisfy their needs. Unlikely to attract many competitors as the markets are small. Actually, this is actually not niche market is not the untouched market. It is my mistake. Niche market is focusing about the very unique customers. For example, that people are watching the people are wearing the watches, watch thing, which value maybe 1 million. ඒ වගේ market එකක් තියෙනවා නේද? not common market. අන්න ඒ වගේ එකට තමයි niche market කියන්නේ. Maybe driving a car may worth multi-million. That level vehicles, those are not common. So such markets are introduced as a niche market. Narrowly define the customer group seeking a distinctive mix of the benefit which identified by dividing the segment into subgroups. So once we looked into the segment, we have the segment. Segment is large set, relatively large, because entire consumer base we divided into sub-segment. Then once we divide that sub-segment into further smaller, then we can find some niche market that consumers are more specific about their needs and they are willing to pay any money to achieve that one. So such market we introduce as a niche market, right? So the untouched market mean I told that the same term is there, but I cannot remember it exactly now. This term is similar to niche market, but untouched market also addressed by the should be addressed by entrepreneurs. Name is not. We'll look into that later. Anyway, niche market is market very unique, very unique, focusing the countable set of consumers. Let's say that like that. That means very countable set of. That means very small market. They pay premium. Premium means whatever the money producer asks for, right? Because they satisfy with that. Unlike to attract many competitors as the markets are small. Market is small hinda competitiveness එකක් කියන දෙයක් එතන introduce වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Competitiveness කියන එකක් introduce වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද mass scale production එකක් කොයිම වෙලාවක niche market එක කියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක very narrow market එකක්. Right? Very narrow market, but always focus about the unique need of small set of customers. Right? So you got the idea about the segment. Then niche market is the sub-segment. Segment එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන තව පොඩි කෑල්ල addressing the unique need of the small set of customers. They are willing to pay premium at any given amount. They are willing to pay because they are satisfied with such requirement, right? Their satisfaction is high. Then such environment will not introduce the competitive business environment because there is no large set of segments. Okay, then local marketing reflects a growing trend called the grassroots market, where activities concentrate on getting a close and personally relevant to individual customers as possible. What it mean by grassroots marketing? Not sure about that actually. Anyone has idea about the grassroots marketing? Yeah, grassroots marketing. It is actually term it as a guerrilla marketing as well. It start from the ground up approach. Start from the bottom of the customer domain. That mean introducing the product for set of customers. Then the others will get to know about the product through them. Then instead of launching the message, I just search in the web, right? It says instead of launching a message you hope will appeal to many people, you target your effort to a small group and hope the group will spread your message to much larger audience. That is the grassroots marketing. That means we introduce our product or service to the set of groups and we treat them well, then they will bring the message about our product or service for the others. So there is no much effort with that. So individuals or customers help on the introducing the product or service to the others, right? So grassroots marketing or guerrilla marketing, right? Guerrilla marketing කියලා නම් අහලා තියෙනවා. So it is actually relying the marketing campaign rely on the small set of customers, product and service introduced to the others by them. Then individual marketing, segment of one, customized marketing, one-to-one marketing. That means business like tailor, hairdresser, they are doing that part. I recently watched some interviews. I don't know whether they are true or they are hairdressers. They have come a long way, and then they emphasize that they do their job properly without having any inconvenience for the customers. So that is the marketing strategy with them. Once they do the service for the individuals, the others will eventually attracted with that recommendation of the present customers. So those are the 4 things: segment marketing, niche marketing, local marketing, and individual marketing. So market segments can be divided into few, like geographic segmentation, demographic segmentation, psychographic segmentation, and behavioral segmentation. Right? Segmenting consumer market. Consumers market can be divided into 4 like this. This is about the geographic segmentation, demographic, psychographic. Okay, just read through the slide, this one, how geographic segmentation is important. What it says. Let's go one by one. Division of the total potential market into the smaller subgroups on the basis of geographical variable. What is the variable that we consider? Geographical variable. right? So potential market is there. There is a potential market that we divide. That means there is a market, then potential market. Market එක කොහොමද තියෙන ලංකාවට total potential market මේ market වලට අපිට address කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා idea එකක් ගන්න. Then divide කරනවා smaller group වලට. ඒ group කිරිල්ල කරන්නේ geographical reason base කරගෙන. The division of the total potential market into smaller subgroups on the basis of the geographical variables. Marketing programs can be tailor-made to the needs and wants of the local customer. Groups in areas, neighborhoods, even individual stores. Marketing programs can be tailor-made. Sorry, sir. Region, state, city. Okay, we'll finish with this. Region, state, and city as people living in the same area have similar needs and wants. I may geographically segment කරන්න කියලා හිතන්නේ. People in the different geographical area have the similar needs. හරි නේද? දැන් අපි region එකක් ගත්තොත් state city මේ ලංකාවේ නම් ගොඩක් මේක වෙන් කරලා අඳුර ගන්න බෑ. නමුත් this becomes very significant with the international market because even with the international product they adapt their product like McDonald's, right? There is example for that. McDonald's adapt the product in different countries in different way. Let's look into such example here. Then marketing program can be tailor-made to the needs and wants of the local customer groups in the area, neighborhood, even individual stores. Right? So eventually, once we introduce slight variation with the product, adapting the geographical needs, right? So marketing campaign should be tailor-made. We cannot apply same marketing campaign across the consumers because the consumers are consuming products with the slight variations. The needs and wants of the local customer groups in the area, neighborhood, even the individual stores, right? So there are slight variation basically. Based on that, we have to adjust the our marketing campaign. In India, consumers in Tamil Nadu prefer freshly brewed coffee, while the others states consumers prefer tea. One side focus about the coffee, other side about the tea. So they address that one accordingly. The same product, same company give the different product like that. That understand is there. This one is much more understandable. Fast food giant McDonald's serves the beer in the German outlets. This is a beer. In the German outlet, they provide even beer. However, beer is not a part of the menu in their US outlets. In the US, it is not the part of their meal. This reflects the food preference of the different culture. Right? US වල beer නැහැ, German වල beer තියෙනවා. This fast food giant has incorporated local food in their menu served at different locations. Fast food giant is the McDonald's, has incorporated local food in their menu served in the different locations. McDonald's කියන මේ fast food giant මොකද කරේ? අරහෙදි USA වලදී beer දුන්නේ නැති වුණාට German වල දීලා අවශ්‍ය විදිහට customers ලව attract කරගත්තා. McDonald's serve the Mac veggie in India. ඉන්දියාව තියෙන Mac veggie එක. Mac Arab. In Middle East, banana pie in the Brazil. McDonald වල කියන්නේ මේ අර බනිස් කිඩියේ තියෙන අර මොනවාද ඇට වගේක් තියෙනවනේ ඇට කවුන්ට් එක උනත් same US ගත්තත් මෙහි ගත්තත් එහෙම එච්චර ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් එකක් McDonald වල මේන්ටේන් කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ. And when though the situation is like that, same recipe is used in both countries, they have slight variation, right? Offering the extra beer will not be issue with the product, but in the German it is essential to issue a beer as option because they are fan of the beer. The other hand, in the Indian veggie one is there. Any other countries we can't find such veggie, no? Comes with some chicken or some other meat. So likewise, for different countries, they adapt it accordingly. So we talked about the geographic segmentation, then demographic segmentation. Demographic mean our age, family, family size, family life cycle, whatever the gender, income, occupation, education, religion. So our market is based on those. Someone can divide market into different based on those. Right? Just go through the slide for a second. Okay, so we divide the market segment based on these parameters, demographic parameters. These are called the demographic parameters. So our segments are based on that. So the previously we introduced the segment based on the geographic stuff. Right? Here we introduce the segment based on the demographic stuff. It's a popular as consumer needs. Demographic segmentation is popular as a consumer needs, wants, usage and rates, products and brands preference are often associated with the demographic variable, easier to measure. Such demographic segmentation, it is possible to measure very easily, and it is a very popular way to segment. ඔය විදිහ තමයි ඒ කියන්නේ age එක gender එක ඔයා බලලා කරන එක තමයි popular විදිහ කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒක තමයි ඇත්තටම commonly කතා කරන demographic දේවල් highly consider කරනවා. දැන් එකම රටේ බැලුවොත් locally බැලුවොත් දැන් ලංකාව ඇතුළේ වුණත් demographic consideration අනුව product segment කරන අවස්ථා තියෙනවා. නමුත් geographic නම් රටවල් අතර වගේ තමයි ඔය වෙනස වෙන්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට. Right? Here are some way to segment the market based on the certain demographic variable, age and life cycle stage, based on that wants, abilities change with the age and wants and abilities change with the age and stage in the life. You may understand what it says because people have in the different age need the different things, right? So it is very common depending on that do the segmentation. Life stages, gender and income are some other criteria to consider on these aspects. Due to market complexity, segmentation based on the one variable is inadequate. Due to market complexity, segmentation based on the one variable is inadequate. Yeah, so one aspect will not be considered. It is essential to consider few to find out the market segment. Age එක විතරක් බෑ. age එකයි සමහර විට gender එකයි ගත්තොත් ඔන්න segment එකක් හදාගත්තා. ඒ කියන්නේ කතාව කියන්නේ. Social economic classification classify households Again, social economic classifications based on the two factors. Education level of the chief wage earner, that means the father of the family. Access to the possession of the specific assets by the household, such as TV and refrigerator. Yeah, because socio-economic classifications are based on such criteria, right? It can be depend on the various, depending on the different way of introducing such. Those are some specific details. Anyway, there is a message. Yeah, someone excuse for the Fatima Rikas thundering and leave. Then actually you better put the attendance and go. We will anyway continue for half an hour more. I think multimedia students has a lecture at 3 o'clock. Someone said, no, you have the lectures, multimedia students.
Yes, they have, I think, 3 p.m. lecture.
Yeah. Okay, then we will finish around. I will finish with the. So everyone put the attendance. Demographic, right? With this one, I will finish. No, behavioral and segment. Yeah, we will look at the. Right. So social economic classifications are actually depend on the different way of thinking. No need to too much worry about that. Just skip that part. Based on that, they just group into A, B, C, and different. Then they do the marketing accordingly. Right. Once we consider the life cycle stages, different groups are there. Bachelor state, young single people not living at home, newly married couple, nest 1, full nest 2, 3, empty nest 1, 2. Likewise, there are different life cycle stages. So specific description is there, right? So based on that different segment, do the effective marketing. So this is about the depending on the age, different toothpastes are introduced, right? Different depending on the gender. This one emphasize this scooty came for the ladies, no? Then homemakers, eat well, live well. Those are some examples. Maybe focusing this case. Not sure about these two actually. This one focusing how gender relates it. Anyway, with this one you can understand how this segment has been addressed, right? Okay, shall we stop at this point? Then we will meet maybe Thursday morning. I will let you know the time slot. Everybody put your attendance and leave, right? I will stay until you put the attendance. Thank you. Thank you very much.